welcome to another video. So we're going to be going over 7 crypto tokens that I think will do 100x, and I'm going to drop in 2 bonus extras in it towards the end of the video. So if you're interested, we're going to get straight into it now. So first off, we're going to look at Bitcoin dominance, which as you can see has broken structure or is in the process of breaking structure. Alright, so we can see where it broke this low right here, made a new low, but we're waiting for it to pull back because, as you know, everything in the market, it corrects itself at some point. So right now we're waiting for it to make its lower high, its next lower high, and then continue to push down. We can see where it's touched the first level of the fib. I highly doubt it will get to the 50% level. I think it could consolidate within this region and then continue to push down, which I think will align with the fact that we're expecting Bitcoin to at least pull back to 110k, right? So with that being said, there is still some time to buy in. We can see Bitcoin pushing up right now, but we expect it to tap into the main support level, which is around 111 or 110 to 111k. Yeah, so first crypto token on the list is Rio or Realio, right? It's, as you can see, it's a Web3 ecosystem. It's RWA. So the 3 narratives we're going to be focusing on today is RWA, gaming, and AI. I think those are the 3 biggest narratives to this cycle, and as such, my portfolio is constructed around that. So Rio, as you can see, it's an interoperable layer 1 multi-chain Web3 ecosystem focused on the issuance and management of digitally native real-world assets. Yeah, so purpose-built and designed for a new open source permissionless financial world. So I think it's a really great investment. They even have the freehold wallet, and they even have an investment platform. They have districts, which basically allows you to invest in different sections. I think it's only in New York right now, if I'm not mistaken, that you can buy like certain properties or invest in certain properties. So I think it's all around a really good investment, right? And I think it can definitely do over 100x. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to be showing you some of my price targets as well as the 2 extra bonus coins. The next one is Prop C, which is prop chain, and it's also for on-chain real estate. So whereas Rio kind of focused a little bit more on investment on a whole, and it may expand to other real-world assets, prop chain is more niche to real estate. So it's also RWA, obviously, and as you can see, it says you'll be able to access real world estate yield with transparency, liquidity, and what's this? Composability. We're gonna cut that out. Anyway, yeah, so and then even when you do invest, you'll be able to yield, because you do have people who invest a bunch of money and they just want to be able to earn recurring income from that, whether it's yearly and then break that down into monthly income and whatever. So yeah, that's really cool. The next one is AI, which is OXO, and if I'm not mistaken, it kind of focuses on privacy, which when the crypto tokens have started out, they kind of evolve over time, which is what you also want to see, to kind of cater to what the market needs. You don't just want someone to build a project and it just stagnates. That's not good. You want adaptability, right? So a comprehensive private solution offering advanced safety features while redistributing 100% of its revenue to OXO holders, right? And as you can see on the screen, you have the assets, and then you can also use it to send, swap, and shield some of your assets. So it focuses on privacy, security, and confidentiality. We know that many people, really like that, especially when you get to a certain level of wealth. You kind of want to keep your thing low key, So yeah. Next up, one of my favorites, because I'm a car person, is Crypto Autos. And it's basically a marketplace that allows you to buy and sell cars with crypto, right? And as you can see here, they added a luxury car section with crypto. So I think this is pretty cool. I think this has a huge place in the market. because a lot of times when you're supposed to try and sell out your crypto or do certain things or transfer it through other exchanges and stuff like that, there isn't really a secure, seamless way to get that done. And this would really solve that issue. So we kind of want crypto tokens that solve issues, because if it doesn't have any utility, then at that point I just consider it a meme coin. It's just there for the hype, you know? So something like this, it will definitely have some use in the marketplace. Next up, similar to Prop C, we have Prop based, which is Prop S. Yeah, Prop S, right? And I think this just focuses on real estate as well in a different sector on the Aptos network. If I'm not mistaken, I think it has places in. Wait, let me just check this real quick. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it had somewhere in like South Africa or something like that. I don't remember fully, but as you can see, they have a bunch of reputable partners, and yeah, like you can invest and yield in projects, like really big projects. So I think Prop S is a huge play as well. All of these plays are really good plays because they're kind of niche, right? But then they also solve really good utility problems. Next up is Amino AI. So originally, this kind of started out more like fitness because Amo migrated like to a new token, but then, as I said before, you kind of want a token that evolves, right? You kind of want a token that evolves with what the market wants. But I don't know where I left off, but I got a call mid recording. Anyway, you want a token that adapts with the market, right? You don't just want a token that just built it a certain way to begin with and then just try to hold on to that narrative or that specific way of doing things forever. So as you can see with Amino, it's kind of adjusted with the AI narrative of fitness and health and tracking and such. Because as you can see now, it's like you're able to track your diet, and it's a fitness tracker, right? So it tracks your move, your steps, and all that kind of stuff. And it also allows you, I think, to scan your food to kind of calculate your diet and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool. And it's the only token that I know of right now that does things like this. I could be wrong because there are a million and one crypto tokens out there. I can't know all of them. I'm one human being. But I think this is a really solid project. So, yeah. Next up, we're going to tap into gaming a little bit. And that's the Creo engine. Yeah, and I think it goes without saying, play to earn is going to be something that's really huge. Right now, it isn't the most forefronted narrative because AI and RWA have kind of pushed up a little bit. But I have a feeling when GTA 6 comes out, for example, as well, that gaming and the whole play to earn narrative is really going to shoot up again. I think it's really good where it's at right now, but it's going to be even more so. And I feel like this as well will also have really good returns on it. So the next gaming token, which these are the next two bonus tokens that I mentioned earlier, were Nakamoto Games, which I guess got its name from the creator of Bitcoin, right? But similar narrative as Creo, it's play to earn, and I think it's really really good. You know, you want to see a project that's building out. Mind you, there have been one and two rug pulls, but I haven't been hearing about as many of them lately. I think people are starting to take things a little bit more seriously, especially from the standpoint that we want to see crypto evolve beyond just making money. Like, I'm sure we're all here to make money, but as well, I feel as though it could be something way beyond a short term gain, you know? So I think people have been kind of becoming more serious with that. And then the final token is FET AI, which merged with, well, the token is FET, but the project's name now, as I said, you know, they adapt, is called Artificial Super Intelligence Alliance. Crazy. But they merged with FET AI, they merged with Singularity Net, Ocean, and Kudos, right? But they still trade under one ticker symbol, which would be FET. So basically, decentralized control, open ecosystem, privacy first, yada yada yada, that whole thing. It's a huge AI play. It's one of the main AI plays, and I think it covers quite a few sectors within AI and privacy. That's just like some deep AI thing, you know, like how OpenAI is a company that basically made ChatGPT. I think this is something similar as well, but that does it with more privacy on the blockchain and not just mainstream tech company basically. So yeah. Anyway, as I said, if you stay to the end of the video, I was gonna give you a few of the price targets. So yeah. So for real, I'm expecting, you know, I think based on calculations, we could see prices reach up to like $51 or so, which would be like almost a 200x. For prop, we're gonna run through it really quickly. For prop C, similar thing where we can see it shooting up to like 74 $73 thereabout, and that's almost 150x. Mind you, these are just my targets. It could go way beyond, it could not reach it, but based on where the markets are right now, based on the narrative and based on the potential given the market cap and such, we could see some of these. OXO as well, we can see it probably doing over 200x based on what it is doing and where the current price is. Altos, which is, as I said before, was one of my favorite, we could see it doing way over a 200x, maybe even a 300x. And people may call me crazy, but as I said before, do what works for you. These are just my targets. These are just the things that I'm working with. This is not financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And if you choose to do it and you make money, great. If you choose to do it and you lose money, not so great. But that's your decision to make. This is what I'm doing. You do what you want. Prop S, which could be a really good play as well, or will be a really good play as well. We can see over a 200x for that. Amino, which as I said is one of the only tokens that I know of that's doing this, also over a 200x. Mind you, I was gonna title this video tokens over 100x, but I'm gonna title it tokens that could average over 200x, because I think most of the tokens that I'm looking at right now will do over 200x, right? So we have Korea, which is gaming. We can see probably gonna do like a 250x. Mind you, I did my calculations, I did my research, I did my little studying about narrative plays and all that kind of stuff. And these are just the targets that I came up with. Right, then we have Nakamoto Games, which we can see will do about a 150x thereabout. You can see the price targets there. I don't have to read that out to you. You can also look at the screen. And then finally Fed, which is a huge play, and I would say that based on how I'm going to structure my portfolio is where I'm probably going to put a decent chunk of capital. All right, I'm probably going to split an even amount among the first 7 that you can see on my current portfolio. And then for Nakamoto Games and Fed, maybe I'll go in a little bit bigger with like even sizes of those. So yeah, but as we can see for Nakamoto Games, Fed, sorry, I can expect about 100x. It has a huge market cap already, but based on its potential, I think it could still achieve 100x, given the fact that it's one of the forefront of the AI narrative, and as well as the different teams and the different projects that have combined to make Super Alliance, whatever that thing is called, to make it what it is. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, if you found value in it, just drop a like, drop a comment, tell me what you think, tell me what your targets are, tell me what's in your portfolio, and yeah, let me know if you think I'm crazy or